It's time yet again for another summon video because of course it is. We're here on Smelly Jello's Smelly Jello. He already has all of the Mystic Witches ready for us to jiggle. When we get to those, he's got plenty of summons. I don't know how long he's been saving. We can take a look and we can see. He's got a lot of these. I feel like we might have a... I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot. We were not... Okay, so we were stopping around 500, and then we're like, oh, these 10 pulls are going faster, so maybe we'll just stop after like half an hour, because it's a lot. That's a lot of summons. I know you guys, as much as you're like, yeah, we'll watch anything, some of you are like, yeah, there's thousands of summons. There's a lot of summons. Also, I don't know how I kept. Oh, here we go. I have to ask. These are both fantastic units. I have to ask. I emailed him. I asked him. I think you can make an argument for either one. He said whatever you think is best for Siege, Tartarus, Dimension Hole stuff. I think that honestly, this guy for Siege things and also for, I mean, TOA Hell, if he wants to do TOA Hell, he said he doesn't do RTA much. I think that just Bulwark winds up being more useful. I can't remember the last time I've used Barbara. Leo just counters her hard. Which Leo always countered her hard. She had her time to shine, but she's not used as much as she used to. There's still people that use her. She's just not used as much as she used to. And Bulwark is just much easier to rune, much easier to use. You don't have to worry about, you know, getting all the stats because she needs a lot of stats. Barbara needs a lot of speed. She needs crit rate. She needs crit damage. She needs attack power. She needs accuracy. So... I suppose she doesn't need so much resistance and defense, but basically everything else she needs. And she needs a lot of speed. Because a lot of people like to do Barbara either very fast on Violent or very fast on Swift. So, I should use Barbara more. No excuses. I should use Barbara more. The excuse, I suppose, for not using Barbara more was... just picking a bunch of LDs and everything. I don't think I even have her. She's still good, but I don't think I even have her ruined up. She's kind of one of those things that you have to pick towards the end of the, excuse me, the end of the draft in RTA. I don't know why I'm still on RTA. My mind. I suppose. Ooh. Well. Which everything is better for. See, here's the thing, is that we did... I don't know if this is going to be uploaded before the other one that we did, but we did summons for someone else that was like, I just really want the Water Chimera. This one, we're going to pick Shizuka. So, but yeah, Water Chimera is kind of fun. We picked two bruiser units more than... She's not really a... She just supports. She's not really a bruiser. Unless you consider her bombs... But, yeah. Let's see what we get. Water Cassandra. Wait, what is the fire magic archer now? Amanda or something like that? I don't know. They changed her because they didn't want it to be confusing. Counterus was like, no, we don't want it to be confusing having multiple units with the same name. Right, because that would be first off, all of the Cassandras are named Cassandra, number one. Number two, hold on, we got, I mean, this is just off the top of my head. We got Crow, but we also have Crow. Right, there's, what other units are there? Oh, there's so many blue things. There's so many blue things on the battlefield. Where is the, I don't remember where it was. No complaints though. We already got some nat 5s. So far so good. What did he say he wanted? Watches, he's like, yeah, I want the Water Chimera really, really bad. Demons, Rika, anything to improve? Oh, that's kind of like demons. Why did I click on that? You guys been asking that for years. You're like, first off, why are we clicking on these videos? Second off, why is he clicking on all kinds of crazy stuff he's not supposed to be clicking? Demons, Rika, anything to improve Siege, Tart, Dimension Hole. I may eventually do RTA, but I have more fun in doing the other stuff. As he's like, no, I really wanted the Chimera. If it was the other person, I kind of want to just do that lone. Rika. You know what? He wants Rika. We should have done the fire ones first. Or we should do the fire after we get another blessing for him. If we get another... we'll get another Nat 5. Let's do these ones next. He's got a billion summons, so we'll get another Nat 5. At some point. It's not that hard to counter Triana, but for whatever reason, she's still so frustrating sometimes. Because she could just... Here's the thing. It's not hard to counter her the first time. It's like, okay, we've triggered her passive, and now we don't have to worry. We can just kill the thing next time we move. And then she gets 14, 15, 17 turns. Her passive is active again. Your entire team is slept for whatever reason, even though it's not really a high chance to sleep things with skill 1. The entire enemy team is healed up to full with the skill 2 because she's procced 9 billion times, and she already has her skill 2 so many times to heal everything up to full. I don't know. It just seems like that sometimes. Obviously, it's an exaggeration, but just seems like that sometimes. Demons break anything to improve siege, target, engine hole. Kind of Shizuka's like a Rika. You just put a bunch of dots on, then use Shizuka, put a bunch more dots. Maybe not a bunch more dots, but yeah. I think he'll be happy with the Shizuka and Bulwark. Bulwark is just so much easier. You don't have to, like, you could do damage with Bulwark, and then you don't have to worry about the speed and the crit rate and the... I mean, good Bulwark will still have speed. Don't get me wrong. It's always the last place well, it always would be the last place, wouldn't it? But yeah, you don't have to worry about the speed and the crit rate and the crit damage and the attack power with Bulwark. You just make sure he's got some resistance. Mostly just speed, HP, resistance, accuracy. And he doesn't need a crazy amount of accuracy. I mean, it's for skill 1, but it doesn't need to be ridiculous. You just put skill 1 accuracy and artifacts, call it a day. Or you could just do nothing, have 0 accuracy, and it'll still land every single time because it's probably not calculated at all. It's probably just us imagining that accuracy and resistance do anything, and really the code, Compto was like, we didn't even put that in. For 9 years, we didn't even bother to put accuracy or resistance in. It's just whatever it is. Those numbers don't actually do anything on the back end. You guys just keep putting accuracy and resistance on things for whatever dumb reason. I will laugh if that's true, and part of me kind of feels like I've seen stupid enough things that part of me kind of feels like it's true. I'm sure it's not, but I've seen so many stupid things. There's so many instances where it's like, oh, it doesn't matter that I put so much accuracy on the entire team because nothing landed the entire match. That's so frustrating. Like, there's no point in playing at that point. Like, if you rune all your units up specifically, if you farm runes for years and then you rune everything up specifically to do a certain thing, it's like, okay, I gotta make sure I got a high crit rate, I gotta make sure I got good accuracy, I gotta make sure that I get the good artifacts and everything, and it's just like, and then you go into the match and it's like, nothing worked. Nothing at all worked and did anything. And then you question, like, why did I spend all that time farming? I mean, that's the question a lot of people are asking themselves at this point, and people have been asking themselves for the past few years, is why did I put all that effort into farming? All the numbers don't make sense. All the numbers don't matter. RNG is RNG, and that's how you win or lose. It's just RNG. So what does it matter? What does it matter? What does it matter putting any effort into farming at all? Now he says it after I've been saying for 9 years, just farm runs, and now I'm like, yeah, don't even bother. Game is dumb. Game is dumb. All the numbers are make believe. Not wait. It's like what is that? What is? Oh, that's from a game show. Whose line is it anyway? Is that what the show is? I don't know. was gonna say the Drew Barrymore show. It's not Drew Barrymore. That's not the one. That's not the Drew. Different Drew. I'm pretty sure that was his catchphrase. Again, not Drew Barrymore. What is it? Drew Carey? Drew Carey, whose line is it anyway? Yeah. I think in one of the episodes or a couple of the episodes he was like, "Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway?" where all the points are make believe and meaningless and nothing matters. That's life. That's all of life. That's all of life. That's the entire world, the entire universe. Everything is just doesn't matter. At the very end, nothing matters. We ready? We ready for an emotional and psychological journey this week, guys? We have 2,000 scrolls. We have 2,000 scrolls. Let's dive deep into our subconscious. I mean, if you really think about it, we could just do whatever we want. Really, though, we could just do whatever we want because it, at a certain point, is not going to matter, right? The longer time progresses, the less anything that we've done matters. So we could just do nothing. Like, what is it? If you work hard and you work every day and you make money and you invest and you make sure you got the healthcare and the retirement and all that stuff. Like, ultimately, what does it matter? Like, okay, not saying that's bad. Like, obviously, those are good things. Those, help prepare for the future and whatever. But like, does the expensive car really matter? You enjoy it a little bit, but after everything is said and done, the longer time progresses, the less it really matters. It's enjoyable for a bit, and then I don't know, we get so caught up on this. Like, what happens after we're gone? The car doesn't matter. Our paychecks don't matter. I mean, by the time we're old, sometimes our paychecks that we had when we were young don't matter anyway. But may as well have fun. Enjoy life. Instead of trying to focus on all of these things that, by the time you get old, you're like, oh, well, that didn't matter. That didn't matter. That didn't matter. That didn't matter. What would have mattered? Just enjoying the time. Enjoying the time that we have. I'm not going to get too much into... I know, everyone's already depressed. The 5 of you that are watching this right now are like, I don't want to be more depressed. I'm already depressed every day. I don't want to be more depressed. Why I watch this crap? Getting more depressed already. Thinking about it. No, I'm just saying, like, life is short. Live. Spend the time living. Don't spend the time trying to impress other people. They don't matter. Spend your life enjoying your life. That's the takeaway. That's the takeaway that you should get from this. I don't know what the heck I was saying, but hopefully you guys just take away that part. Enjoy life. We spend too much time. Oh, here we go. Very nice. Very nice. We spend too much time being butthurt and bent out of shape and thinking about this and that. And I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff doesn't matter. The world's gonna do what the world's gonna do. Society's gonna do what society's gonna do. Everything's gonna happen regardless of what we do. So there are greater forces at play. I mean, even further, eventually the sun is going to destroy us all. So that's not anytime soon, but yeah. All the things we do. Although I'm sure by that time we'll have developed sustainable space travel, because we have space travel, but I'm sure by that time we'll have developed sustainable space travel, and we'll have that figured out. We have quite a while, right? And even considering how much progress technology has made in the past 100 years, in the next 500 years, we will have made some really substantial progress in like all of technology. Like, really, just mind-blowing, insane stuff. Even 100 years, we're probably going to have some mind-blowing, insane stuff. But just rapidly... We will also be more mind-blowingly insane as a culture. And some of the things... I'm sure some of the things people say and think and do and all that stuff is going to be... Things change so much. The more time progresses, the more things change so drastically. That's a water Rika, actually. The, kind of. Water Petunia Pants. Water Battle Angel. It's not Petunia Pants. Man, they should make a Petunia Pants monster. I'm just saying. That would be a thing. That could be a thing they could do for, like, 10th year anniversary. Petunia Pants. They could make giant... They kind of should do that. Actually, I'm thinking about this. They kind of should do that. Some kind of woodland creature stuff. Like they do the dryads and the druids and things. Hey, here we go. Let's see if that's a newer dupe. Let's see if the water one is a newer dupe as well. But they could do some like something looking like Groot. You know what I mean? They could do like a flower. I know the dryads are kind of like flower creatures, but they're nature elemental creatures. But they could go a little bit more and have like monsters that like transform into a flower. And then what does it do? It's pretty and it will dazzle your opponent by thinking like, wow, that's a very pretty flower. On the battlefield, I concede. I just want to stop and smell the roses. See, we're going back to the point of this whole video is to just sometimes you got to stop and smell the roses. Or something. I don't know. There's supposed to be a point. Somewhere. Man, how long has he been saving? 45 years. Oh, we're supposed to be looking at the Paladin. Seeing what's going on with that. Seeing if it's a dupe. Assassin. Let's put these in here. See that already awakened. Oh, nice. Oh, he has two of... Well, I asked him. I was gonna say he's got two. He's obviously likes them enough. For the second one. Why can't I find that? Is he not? Maybe he doesn't have it. More likely that I'm just missing it because I'm dumb. Yeah, that's the only paladin. Okay, cool. Hey, new units. Is he missing a lot more than he might be missing a lot more than I realized. Yeah, no, Perna, Vanessa, Rika. Well, obviously, if he wants Rika, he doesn't have a Rika. No. Man, this is a funny unit. It's a funny unit because he was actually very good before the balance patch. And they didn't really do much in the balance patch. And now people are like, oh my goodness, he's so good now. Like, he was good before. We had him, we played with him in videos. He was doing just fine before. He was perfectly fine. People just don't pay attention to, they don't try the units and they're like, no, it's bad because I haven't used it. Like, that's not, it's bad because you haven't used it? Yeah. That's, just because you haven't used it doesn't make it bad. That just means you don't have experience with it. That's what that means. Hey, Samoth would be fun to get. Nana would be fun. Okay. Get that. Ethna, Triton, Oliver. I wonder what's going to happen for the anniversary. So, what do they have? Like half of them? About 50%, I think. Roughly. 40, 60, something like that. Wonder what's going on for the 9th year anniversary. Because sometimes we think nothing's going on, and they have like the Cookie Run Kingdom collab out of nowhere randomly. And it's like, okay. And then they have the Assassin's Creed collab randomly out of nowhere. And then they have like, sometimes they put Nat 5s out of nowhere. It's like, oh, we just got Nat 5s like 2 months ago. Like, oh, here's some new Nat 5s. Like, why do we sometimes wait years? And then sometimes they're just like a month apart for new units. Because it's all RNG. Tell me it's not all It's probably all RNG. They're probably just... They're like, hey, you know... Okay, I'm joking. It's sarcasm, but kind of feel like sometimes they just roll the dice. They're like, okay, we have 2 dice, six on each, right? So we have 12. There's 12 months in the year. At the beginning of the year, they're like, when are we releasing these new monsters? We have 2 different new monster families to release. When do we release it? They roll the dice once. They roll the dice the second time. They could just be like, okay, let's do it in March and then in August. Like, okay, those are nice and evenly spread apart. But instead, they're like, we're going to roll the dice. 11. Okay, we're doing it in November. 12. Okay, we're doing it in December. So we'll release the first ones in November and the second ones in December. It's like that. And then we'll just have everyone wait for a year before then. Like, we got to keep up with the RNG, because if people can predict what we're going to do, then it's less fun. Or people just tired of the RNG. Well, let's see. What do we get? Water bank. Because there were points where it was so dry. That's what she said. There were points where it was so hard to get points where it was so hard. That's what she said. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I might stop. I might not stop. I don't know. But there were points where we waited so long before getting new units. Like, so long. It was just like, oh my god, they're not doing any new monsters. Like, it's a gacha game. Like, how do you go so long without new units? I don't remember if it was before the Fairy Kings or after the Fairy Kings, but there was like a really long period of time where we just had nothing new. Was it the Fairy Kings? Or was it the Lightning Emperor and Giant Warrior? It could have been both. It could have been before both of them. So... I don't know. Hey, eventually something will come out. That's what she said. Okay. I said I might keep doing it, or I might not. It's all RNG, guys. I gotta. Oh, No, I kind of regret. What was the other choice? Water Chimera. Let's see. Let's take a look at the poll. Sure, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, we could see who's streaming on Twitch right now. Anyone good? Oh, that's not the right. That's not the right one. It's the same. Man, that's kind of... There's 850 people watching Summoner's War on Twitch, but 2/3 of them are just watching one channel, and then everyone else's channel is like, hey, got like a dozen. Got like a dozen people in each channel. Everyone else is just watching the one channel. Yeah. I don't know how people can do RTA on like stream and like take it seriously and like try to actually win. I can't. Half the time the things that I'm editing out of the RTA videos are just me just yelling. Because it's so unhappy. It's such an unhappy experience. Some of you agree with me. Some of you are like, no, it's not unhappy. The thing is, the people that disagree with me, most of the time, they have miserable, unhappy RTA experiences as well. I've seen people disagree with me, talk so much trash about me on video, and then I see them stream later, and they're doing the same thing that they're complaining that I'm doing. The same thing. They're like, how is he so toxic? And then they're on stream, they're talking all kinds of trash. I'm like, you're saying the same thing that you complained. This is how the world works. You're saying the same thing that you complained that I did. Everyone's a hypocrite, including myself. All of us. We're all terrible people. Just no remonstrance. Just blanket everyone. We're all terrible people. It is what it is. No, okay, maybe not everyone, but there is some hypocrisy when people complain about the same things that they do. This is actually a pretty common thing. Also, Like they've done studies that people will complain more about traits, personality traits that they themselves have in abundance, that they don't like about themselves, and then they will complain about those things. And I think about that from time to time, and I try to keep myself in check for me personally. Oh yeah, are we? Well, let's continue to do some more summons. Best aim in the world. That's what she said. No, okay, we're done. We're done. We're done with that. We're done. Let's see. The dupe usage poll, which is somewhere. I know where all these things are, guys. Let's see how people feel about Shizuka. I'm sure she's probably like 35. But let's see. Oh, I just passed it. This is not the new one. Why is that one there? The new one should be coming up first, not the old one. I looked at the old one. What did I say, 35? It was 44. That was 9% off. Excuse me. That is worth questioning. I think maybe we'll feed later. Maybe we'll feed later. We don't have to feed right now. Although we feed right now, then are we making good time? I feel like we're making okay time. Even considering this is a crazy summon session. This is ridiculous. Like 3,000 scrolls. And I've been telling people, I'm like, I can't do it with that many scrolls, but here we are. We're halfway done already, so that's at least a good thing. %50 people would keep a second more. There are also people that have been voting since I did the video showing that. Like, I didn't just close it off to new submissions, so people can still submit things. Nothing. Well, there's monsters, but what else are they hoping for? Demons, we got anything to improve? Siege. It's you don't usually see people wanting demons. Maybe for the Giants team. I mean, it's not that they're not usable. The demons actually do have place in the water and wind ones, at least. Water one is good against some. Like there's that gimmick team with Water Demon and Rena for siege offense. And then also the wind one is nice against those revive teams, because then as long as the wind demon is on the battlefield, you don't have to worry about them reviving. So nice against Nanas, nice against what else? What are revive things? Eladriel? I don't think Eladriel is really a scary defense though. Bring any reset. I mean, he will still take 400 turns on defense, and anything will. So, just bring some destroy. I gotta put more destroy runes on things. Like, just for siege. Just destroy runes and destroy runes and destroy runes. And destroy runes. I gotta rerune that the Barbara though. I gotta rerune a bunch of stuff. Here's the thing, and this has always been the case, is I will change runes around for a video, and then I won't change them after that. And I won't, like, there's there's functionality in the game now so that you don't have to manual it. You could just be like, oh yeah, I just want to switch the things back to the way they were before. I don't even do that. I don't even bother to do that. I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. I'll fix it eventually, whenever, or I won't. So, you guys like, my account is a mess. All these runes are mixed up and crazy and changed and all that stuff. And I'm just looking at my account. I'm like, yeah, mine too. But I don't even have the patience to do my own. So, I suppose I don't really mess with the core teams. So that stuff all works. But aside from like the core 50 to 100 seems still like, there's probably like 50 to 100 that are set. Or like maybe 100, I guess, that are set that like I don't mess with too much. But, or at all usually. But yeah. The rest of them, which I don't even know how many 6 stars I have. A lot. There's a lot. There's some people that I think might have all of them. Like all the normal, like everything they've ever summoned 6-starred. Which is ridiculous. They're not free-to-play players. I'm not saying they have every LD5 6-starred. I'm just saying like every unit every unique unit that they have ever summoned, they have 6-starred. Like one fire joker and one dark joker and one light joker, just like whatever. Like if we summoned like this 10 pole, they would 6-star all of them unless they already had them 6-starred. Like one of each unit. One of each unique unit. I want to say unique ID. I don't know why I'm thinking unique ID. It's probably whatever. Not that it doesn't make sense. It's just odd. But you know. Isn't it all? There's a certain point where I'm just like so tired of looking at monsters being summoned on the screen. I know you guys, most of you, I feel, are just watching this on the side. You're making your arts and crafts projects with like your popsicle sticks or something. I don't know. That's what I assume you do. Maybe we should feed that for a blessing now. Would make it more fun. But man, just watching all these monsters being summoned. Oh, hold on. I think I'm gonna get flagged for copyright. That's a count to a song. Summon, summertime, or something. It's catchy, but also, I don't know. At least it's catchy. Kind of funny to see just this Magic Knight with the face of the Minotaurus on it. Something I don't pay attention to. I guess you could say that for anything. Because now that I'm seeing it, well, it sucks for you guys that are watching as a podcast, listening as a podcast. I'm just looking at the fairy with the fairy face on top of the werewolf. Never really paid too much attention to that before. You would think that I would have noticed this before. Oh yeah, because sometimes, I guess this happens often, is that like the face is in the chest area, so it doesn't look like they're actually... Yeah, like their face is not always over their, like over the face part, but I suppose that when it is, it could be kind of funny, because this is not in the right spot. So, I haven't played with some of these Assassin's Creed units since they're buff. Yeah, I guess it's just the face isn't in the right spot most of the time. So that's probably why I don't notice. Let's see. You gotta be something with a good face. Oh, well that I guess works. Yeah, it's another one with the face in the wrong spot. Ripperinos. Let's see. It's kind of interesting. I'm kind of fixated on it now, which I probably shouldn't be. Man, there's so many units that if they really did a crazy balance patch, it would shake so much up. I don't know that they ever will do a crazy bounce patch again. I think they're just like, let's milk it. It's still making money. I don't understand. Let's find the phone. Let me get on my phone while I'm recording a YouTube video. This is professional. No, I want to see. According to something that I was sent the other day. Where is it? Yeah, they made. But see, I don't know what exactly. This seems a little bit odd. So, it says Summoner's War was the 7th highest grossing mobile game in March with $14 million. However, that's only Summoner's War Sky Arena. Summoner's War Chronicles is nowhere on here. And it doesn't say Summoner's War Sky Arena, it just says Summoner's War. So I don't know if they're combining Summoner's War Sky Arena and Summoner's War Chronicles. I also could not find this list that they have. I don't know if this is, because this is like a pay this is like a pay analytics source. Hey, here we go. Nice. How do people feel about Duke Camila? Because you know there's gonna be people that are like, Duke Camila, yay. Arena defense. Where is it? Yeah, let's continue to summon. Man, these thousands of summons are... We gotta not do this. This is a lot of summons. 35! Oh, I should have just said 35 for this one. I would have been right on. Yeah. But Uma Musume Pretty Derby. I believe it just says Uma Musume, but I believe it's Uma Musume Pretty Derby. It's 76 million. How is that the one that's the highest grossing? Really, you would think it's like Genshin. Genshin was second with 47 million. It's not even close. I don't have a whole lot of context for this, though. It's from a credible source because I go to this source for data as well, but like I don't have the rest of the context. Nikkei had 28 million in sales. Fate Grand Order, FGO, 20 million. Heaven Burns Red. Do I know that game? 19 million. I probably should have made $19 million in 1 month. Project Sekai? Is that Project Isekai? Summoner's War, Blue Archive, Memento Mori, Epic 7. Well, Epic 7 is actually Epic 7 is only a couple spots down, but it's a significant drop in. I don't know if this is. I kind of want to see some more on this data. Summoner's War made 15 million. 14 million. For it seems like this is combined with Chronicles. Because I'm looking at the rest of this, because it's like there's dozens of names on this list. We go down to like Princess Connect and Artery Gear and Girls Frontline and Grimlight and Revived Witch. And yeah, this can't be everything. This is not everything. I need context on this. Because this does not show the full picture. They're going down to games that are making like $90,000. Like, I guarantee you, Summoner's War Chronicles, as much as I want to crap on Comtois all the time, you know, it's wonderful and it's very fun. There's no way it's generating less than $90,000 in revenue. No chance. No, they are making at least $1 million a month in Summoner's War Chronicles. There's no way it would be down this low. So what I feel is that the 14 million, sorry, why do I keep saying 15? The 14 million is both of them combined. I feel like because they didn't specify Summoner's War Sky Arena, they just said Summoner's War. Also, is this only gacha games? I feel like this is only gacha games. Because this is just like gacha games, and I don't see any like the big players. Like, obviously, some of these things making millions of dollars a month, they're big players, but I don't see, like, Supercell on here and things like that. So, I don't see, like, Diablo Immortal. Lols. Oh, Beast Rider! Good, we made a good decision then before. Fantastic. Let's see. do I have? Yeah, but I want to see, because like they changed the website. They changed what you can have access to for free now, which makes me butthurt. I need to know the numbers. I can't see the numbers here. You can still find them. You just have to find them the other way, or like a weird way. Surpasses 100 million, right? Of course. Pokemon Go surpassed it in 2 weeks. Diablo Immortal passed it in 8 weeks. Fortnite took 12 weeks. Okay, but I want to see the rest of the data. I want to see all the data. Give me all the data. Let's see. I'm just gonna start asking ChatGPT these. Well, it wouldn't. It wouldn't know. I don't know why I assume it's a male. Cause it thinks it knows everything and it's wrong half the time. That's why I assume it's a male. Gets straight to the point. Tells you everything you think you're asking for, but it's wrong half the time and it's super convinced it's right. That's how I know it's a male. The few females watching this right now are very happy. Like, yes, thank you. At least someone is aware of it. Where is this? I know that they don't want all of this shown for free anymore because people are just abusing the system. Maybe not abusing. People are just like, oh, why do I need to pay for all this stuff? Like they made it known that they're a credible resource that has a lot of data, but oh, that's a publisher. Oh my god. Trying to find all this information. Yeah, I don't want to pay. It's not even a reasonable amount. It is a very expensive. It's like thousands and thousands of dollars a month for all this data. But I suppose it's still cheaper than having an in-house analytics department. But still, for thousands, it's like a lot of money. Let's see how much money it actually is. Products. There's so many. Oh, I don't care this much. I don't care this much. It's just a giant data analytics company. Whatever. It's fine. We can move on. It's not that important. I'm just curious if it's Chronicles and Sky. I think it's Chronicles and Sky Arena together. Because if Chronicles is not even on the list, I know why Los Centuria is not on the list. Los Centuria is like, we made $5. It was $6. It was $6. Okay, it was $6. I know we could just keep continue summoning to storage, but. What do we get? Shimite. I should just cleave. I just cleave RTA. It doesn't matter anyway. It's all RNG. That's the sad part though, is like there's so many instances where I'm playing with stupid things, and the stupid things do things that they shouldn't. I'm like, that's not... You have amazing RNG right now. I don't know how you're actually pulling this off. And the things that are, like, actually good, sometimes, like, none of the skills work. Sometimes none of the debuffs work. Sometimes they just don't... They don't crit. They don't do whatever. Usually it's none of the debuffs working. It's less of a crit rate issue and a critting issue, because there's a lot of times I don't put 100% crit rate on my units, so I'm like, okay, if they're not critting sometimes, can't blame that on RNG, right? I mean, I could blame anything on RNG in Summoner's War, but there's just too many instances where things just don't work. Like, just skills just don't do anything. Which is just like, there's no point. There's no point. Like, if you have to spend 10 times the amount of 10 times 100 times the amount of time farming for the resources to build the units, and then there's this little amount of time where you actually get to use the units, and then they don't work, and it doesn't matter how much resources you've used on them. It's just like, why did I spend that 100 times the amount of energy, resources, money, whatever, time, building this, if the game has just decided magically that whatever it is doesn't work now? Just randomly when it feels like it. Like, what is the point of a CC unit that just, like, sometimes it does amazing and sometimes it doesn't CC anything? Or like defense breaks, like, okay, we have two. There's so many instances of this that pisses me off to no end. If I bring multiple strippers into a battle and none of them strip, what? First off, not even that the first one was useless, but the first one was useless, like multiple hits too, like multiple chances to strip things, still don't strip. There's just been so many instances where it's like, hey, they did want the demon. They did want the demon, so congratulations. But so many multiple instances where it's like, oh my goodness. Not that many multiple instances of, oh my goodness. This was just crazy. This was a crazy pull. That was a crazy one. Make that the thumbnail. Back to backsies. Why do they want the dots so much? Well, they have multiple units that do continuous damage now. They had multiple units before. There's a lot of free-to-play units. I mean, Beretta, such a fantastic, amazing OP unit that we used the other day. Lols. I don't think those are even worth uploading. I guess we could see. I could look at the numbers for those. Let's see if those are worth uploading. Some of those are not. Oh my god! All the numbers fell off a cliff. What else is new? What else is new? Where is... Oh! Okay, I think we might have some dupes now. We're gonna check. We're gonna check all these things to see if they're dupes or not. But I want to see these numbers. Maybe we don't need to see the numbers on video to see like how these things are performing. I'm curious if like some of these are worth even... Oh, what did we farm? Oh, here's what we farmed. I forgot about this. Let's see if we have Hathor. Let's see if we have Pudding Princess. Let's see if we have... Well, we wouldn't have the... Oh, we summoned Hathor directly to... Yeah, we don't need to have a second Hathor. He didn't even finish the first Hathor. So we will feed second Hathor. Shall we open a secret dungeon? Let's open a secret dungeon. Those are always fun. Except that sometimes they're not fun. Maybe we should do second Shizuka. I don't know. Well, he could always do it at a later date. Or we can decide... Oh, you know what? Let's put this over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Beretta one. That can't have done really much of anything. It's kind of a bummer though. It's kind of the whole YouTube. Oh no, it actually did well. Beretta. I'm shocked. Okay, that was worth doing, I guess. The Beretta video. Yep. Was not bad. I thought it was gonna be terrible. I thought the numbers on it were absolute garbage. Apparently they're fine. Okay, this one. Really, this one I thought was going to be better. That's odd. I mean, sometimes advertisers, for whatever reason, are more interested in advertising on one video than another one. But oh, geez, why did this one fall off? Oh, it was, okay. I see why. I started talking about nonsense at the end. That's why it fell off. That's why it fell off a cliff. It didn't do bad. It just wasn't what I expected. This one was still, you know, to be honest, this one was still worth doing. Even it was a dupe. It was a dupe video. I shouldn't have even posted it. This one has good retention till the end. People, I guess, stuck with it. This one, oh, this one was a terrible video. Oh, it was only a minute long. I can't complain. I can't complain. It's like, oh, I spent so long in that minute of content. Sometimes you really do spend a long time on a minute of content. For example, 20 water high elementals against World Boss. That was a large time investment for a minute or two of content. Probably, maybe not even a minute. Maybe not even a minute. Yeah, this video was not worth doing. Can't really do those videos that are not worth doing. Because, you know, they're not worth doing. So that's why I'm surprised the Beretta won. What do we get here? Yeah. But sadly, sometimes I got to think about this from business perspective. A lot of times I got to think about this from business perspective. So I didn't used to worry about it as much, but I have to pick. I'm sorry, but I have to pick this Fire Slayer is way more useful than the Fire Ezio right now. I'm going to use better judgment, and I'm going to do that. It's good though. We're getting some good stuff. We still have more mysticals, but I gotta do these one by one. I gotta do some. I don't have to do some. I gotta quote unquote. I have to make sure that I do my Genshin weeklies. I don't have to. I could just not do them. Just not really gonna change anything. My account sucks regardless. There's no catching up for me in Genshin. I guess I suppose I could just play the game. When am I gonna do that? I was gonna say play the game just to enjoy the rest of the story, but ain't nobody got time for that. Playing the game just for playing the game. Man, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to find time for Honkai Star Rail. The excuse is doing content on the second channel for it, but yeah, it's still. You know what I could do is I could just not farm a billion Summoner's War counts. Because this is what happened before. By the way, I'm still farming on that, not the beginner's grind. What is it called? The Doomsday account. Still farming on that. I know we stopped doing videos, but that's because you guys stopped watching the videos. And then also, 3 other people decided they were going to do a beginner's account series right after I started. They're like, no, I'm going to do one. I'm going to do it faster and I'm going to do better. I'm like, okay, calm down. So I'm like, I'll just not do mine. People were not that excited about it. So let me just not do let me just do videos of other stuff if they're gung-ho to beat me. And then after they're like, oh, he's not gonna still do his videos. We don't want to do more videos on ours then. We're not gonna do any more videos on ours. Okay. People are more interested in beating me in things than I think that's the enjoyment that some people get out of the game. I know that's the enjoyment. I know. It's just it's always a situation of I don't want to engage in these things. Like, if you just want to poo-poo on me, then go for it. But I'm just too tired. I'm too old. I'm too tired for that. I have better things that I have to focus on. I'm getting into a who's the better summoners YouTuber? Like I don't care. I should care. I should care. People can just do whatever they want. Whatever. I guess if they've gotten burned out from trying to one-up me, then maybe we can start doing videos on that again or something. I don't know. I don't know. What do you get? More 3. Oh, jeez. I'm curious how many different 3 stars we've gotten. I'm sure it's not that crazy. I'm sure we get like maybe 2 dozen of each unit by the end of this. Because there's so many different 3 stars to get. I was like, how many penguins have we? How many like water penguins or like wind epicount priests or whatever we summoned for the duration of this video? This is such a long video. Such a long video. Jeez. I mean, it's not a 24-hour video. Oh my god, that was so crazy. I'm glad that people actually watched it. Even if some people just skipped to little bits and pieces of it and whatever. The retention on that is insane. Oh, here we go. Actually, that's a really solid unit. Water Puppeteer. Very nice. Very nice. They didn't do RTA, but, you know, still better than nothing. Got a lot of solid units. I don't remember what I was saying. I was saying something probably not important. Oh, I was talking about the number of these different 3-star. There's so many summons though. There's a ridiculous amount of summons. Oh, I think I was also talking about that super crazy long 24-hour video. Man, it's because it's not just 20. It didn't just take me 24 hours to make that. It took me months to make that. Months and months and months and months. Oh my god, we're getting some stuff. There we go. Let's see if some of these are new or dupes. Wow, we're getting some things for sure. I think that these possibly are new. That's crazy. Wow. Let's see if there's anything that we may have missed. Oh, they have the water demon, so they wanted the fire demon and the wind demon, I suppose. Don't even have a Bellio rune. Wow. That's crazy. I think for the most part, we got them new stuff, didn't we? Holy crap. We're almost to the LDs. This is crazy. I hope we don't run out of music. I guess we'll do this, and then we'll do this. This way, we don't run out of music. Because if it runs out of music sometimes on the current playlist, because I'm using a royalty-free playlist, so if we run out of music on this playlist, it will start playing other stuff that's similar, but it doesn't know, like, Spotify doesn't know what's royalty-free or not. So they'll just like, oh, you're finished this. We won't continue playing things from this playlist. We're going to go and play things from another. It's like, okay, you're listening to, like, hip-hop beats. Let's put on some Jay-Z. And it's like, that's not going to fly on YouTube. Spotify, thank you. Yeah, like this one doesn't. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say this one does it because we had the Inferno there, and it was just like over the Inferno's crotch. I was like, yeah, that's not. Man, I can't wait for the Inferno Second Awakening. Eventually, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but it's supposed to happen. So that will be nice. That will be nice, or it will be terrible. Ethna, I'm pretty sure this is new too. Man, they got a lot of good. Wow, they got a lot of good units now. This was game changing. Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. They have so much they have to build now. Well, they saved for a long time, so I'm sure they have saved resources as well for a long time, but I really hope we can get some kind of crazy LD too. Just to top it all off. The icing on the cake. Oh, didn't we get a dupe Camila? Or was it a dupe? I think we might have gotten a dupe Camila, and I looked at it on the list, and then I didn't do anything. Oh, maybe we didn't get a dupe Camila. No, we did. We did get a dupe Camila. Or we got a Camila. Oh, so that's a new Camila. Okay. Oh, wait, let's see. Ethna is new, right? I could just be missing these things, though, because I have a tendency to do that sometimes. Not intentional. I don't know why you guys think I do it intentionally. Like, oh, you missed this. You missed it on purpose. Wait. What? Yeah, wait, I missed it on purpose? How did I do that? Why would it be on purpose? You know what I have to do is I have to just start using Triana in RTA. Because, you know, nothing else is going to actually strip things. Right? So. Just got to use the only thing that actually works. This is why I have such a hard time with Riley. Because my units don't do anything. My units don't actually strip things. It's like, hey, oh, like as soon as Riley does her whatever, it's done. Game over. She's like, oh, I put my immunity up. Now I'm just going to get all the turns and you can't strip me, and I'm just always gonna have immunity and you can't strip me because I just gotta use ignore defense. That's what I gotta do. But then somehow she's just gonna be immune to damage. I don't know, guys. Riley is so toxic for you non-Gianna owners. For Gianna owners, Riley is just like, oh yeah, free food. Okay, must be really nice. But For those that don't own Gianna, which is just like 2 people at this point, I think. I mean, of course, all of the Summoners War content creators have Gianna. Because, of course. But, yeah, for those of you that don't have Gianna, Riley is sometimes kind of a pain. It's crazy to think. There's so many counters to her, though. Just the thing is, like, you don't know if they're gonna work or not. That's the struggle with anything, is you don't know if the unit will actually work. So many things work in theory until you get into the game and you're like, nope, that don't work. It should counter this. Like, I'm sure, like, for example, Fire Succubus, that's a counter to Eladriel. I'm sure that's not going to counter Eladriel half the time. Because Eladriel is going to be like, nope, you resisted. Like, wait, what? Glanced on Eladriel. Wait, what? Okay. You know you're going to have a 0 crit rate, constantly glance, and not cool anything down. As long as it's on siege defense. As long as you're doing siege. If you got the Eladriel, I don't know why you'd have Eladriel on. Oh, well, I guess you could. There are reasons you'd have Eladriel on offense, I guess. But if that was the other way around, nah, she would. Fire Succubus would destroy everything on defense. It's just the defense is so ridiculous. Defies the laws of gravity. And people argue, they're like, oh, it makes it more challenging. Like, that's great, but at least, you know, if you're gonna have things, look, he had like a little face. He had like a little Viking face. Well, now she has a little Viking face, and this just looks even more awkward. But I just wish they would say, like, yeah, we buffed the rates on defense to make it more challenging. Like, okay, great. Instead of being like, no, it's not buffed. Nothing. Like, okay, we've played the game though. Well, the developers haven't, but, you know, everyone else has. I complain about this, yet I still play it every day. That's why we got to build the other channels. And you guys are like, no, don't build the other channels. Don't leave Summoners War. We all know you want to leave Summoners War too. Why? You know we all do. Just want to find things that are more fun to go to. We'll see what happens when Honkai comes out. But yeah, it's just a lot of work to do a lot of different stuff. So many things need to be done. Whatever. I don't know what I'm even talking about anymore. But on the bright side, we are almost done with the mystical scrolls, which I think everyone can appreciate because I'm just rambling for God knows how long. Jeez. Fire Ivor. Okay. I gotta stop rambling. Well, when there's a video that's like an hour, it's over an hour already. This part alone is already an hour, but yeah, when the videos go, oh no, we're fine, thank you. When the videos go on this long though, you start getting delusional, start going crazier than normal. All right, we're on to, oh my goodness, finally we're on to all these. What is going on? That's odd, right? See, the clicking doesn't even do it half the time. You guys wonder why I click so much. You wonder. That's why. Because sometimes it doesn't do anything. Sometimes you try to select a thing and it doesn't select the thing. Please, RNG, let's go. Please, please. Either that or my computer is gonna die in a second. Ha ha ha, hopefully that's a joke. Ha ha. Hopefully that's a joke. Okay, so this could be... He's better than you guys give him credit for, I think. He's not just a frustration in TOA. I might pause this in a second just so that the file finalizes and then continue in a second. Let's do that now. This is a good time to pause it. We're ready to continue, but just in case, I wanted to make sure we at least finalized it just in case for whatever reason something happens. They tend to be some large files. The computer sometimes gets a little bit overwhelmed. So, oh, we're supposed to jiggle, right. But I noticed that it wasn't really working when we were trying to jiggle these monsters. So I'm like, oh, I don't think we're gonna have some computer shutdown issues. It's just trying to it shouldn't be shutting down, but has a tendency, when we have so much open at the same time doing things, has a tendency to get a little bit overwhelmed. Wow, 62 left. I really hope we get some stuff here, please. We jiggled the Megans, though. Maybe we didn't jiggle them hard enough. Okay, at least it wasn't a Hall of Heroes, and it won't be a Hall of Heroes. And it's a usable unit for some single target snipe cleave teams. $50 left. Maybe we jiggle some more. Maybe we jiggle some more. We need to get good stuff, though. All right, so we got 2 LDs so far. Oh, they didn't 2A them. That's why. Or maybe they didn't 2A them on purpose. Let's see. We just want something really nice. Just one really nice unit. At the very least. 41 scrolls. Why did I skip that? Why did I skip that? Oh, at least we got something. At least it doesn't matter. At least we got something. Also, kind of amusing. We jiggled Megans and we got a mage. We jiggled witches and we got a mage. The irony is not lost on me. There we go. Congratulations. Oh, I'm so great. I'm so great. I'm so grateful. I'm so glad that we got something good. It's fine if we don't get anything else from the rest of these because we already got something super juicy. Dupe Dark Mage. Watch. Watch, we're gonna get a second Dark Mage just because this is how these things work. As soon as I say, it's fine that we don't get anything for the... No, what's really gonna happen is we're just not going to get anything for the rest of them. And then I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm kind of butthurt about that. I wasn't really serious. Yep. Yeah, at least we got the... At least we got the LD. Right? They're really gonna give us nothing else. Not only nothing else, but they're gonna give us the same 3 stars 1,000 times. Oh, we got an assassin. There we go. We got the, oh, yeah, it's the light one. Yeah, because everyone gets the light one. And then it's going to be Hall of Heroes, and then everyone's going to be like, yep. Like, you know that's going to be Hall of Heroes. Every account gets the light one. If you haven't summoned the light one yet, just summon more LDs, and then, well, that's generally how that works. If you continue to summon LDs until you get a certain unit, then you will eventually get that certain unit. Also probably be bankrupt, but... yeah. Dark Mage. Jeezy. Let me be the first to say. I'm probably not the first. Someone in chat. Someone in chat was the first to say it. So, let's go. What were they hoping? Oh, they were hoping for demons. Dark Mage, though, that's gonna be a nice one. I'm glad we got them some good stuff. Rika, anything to improve siege. Tart, dimension hole, may eventually do RTA, but have more fun doing the other stuff. You mean you have fun doing the other stuff? It's not more fun, it's just that RTA is completely devoid of fun for everyone. Don't tell me it's fun for you. The only person that I ever see having fun in RTA is Obabo. I don't even know, like, sometimes it's just like ridiculous stuff happens. He's like, laughs it off. I don't know. Boy's got to be on some crazy drugs. How could you just have a smile, be doing RTA and stuff? Hey, congratulations. I think this may be a dupe. I'm not trying to crap on Obabo. I like Obabo. I got to clarify that because sometimes I make jokes and people are like, oh, why are you trashing them? Like, that was a joke. Some people I actually have a problem with the morality wise. But yeah, I don't think Obaba's really done much for me to have a problem with. So but yeah, I think that what I appreciate is that if he wins things, it's generally because he's better than the person that he's fighting against. And I appreciate that. Like, in this game, it doesn't happen very often. So I appreciate that is... Where am I going? I don't mean in the game, I mean in life. Where am I going? Lols. Not that he's the only one that does that, but... you know. Sometimes it's a bit disappointing. Often that is the opposite of what happens. Where it's just like, oh, this person wins. Well, why did they win? Because they got the LDs. But why? And the RNG. And they got the extra turns. And they resisted everything. And all the skills worked. And I'm like, okay. But hey, we got the Fire Ezio anyway. The Farzio. Hey, we got, can we feed him for something? That would be nice if we could feed that. But yeah, I think the first time he got Legend in RTA, I did a social post. And people took it completely the wrong way. They're like, why are you trashing him? I'm like, I wasn't. That's not what I was doing. I was like showing support. They were like, stop trashing him, you piece of crap. Like, okay. I don't. Sometimes the world thinks what they want to think. Also, I feel that all too... Oh, here we go. I think this may be they got all the Beast Riders now. We're getting some... I mean, this is game-changing. This is game... I'm just going to title it Game-Changing Summons. Wow. This changed their account. The battery is like... Yeah, you know what it changed also? Is my battery level. Because I don't have any anymore. Let's continue summoning. You guys don't need to see my face. You've seen my face for the past hour. Unless you're watching, not watching. Unless you're just listening. In which case, you haven't seen my face for the, which is probably a good thing. Less trauma. Yep, of course. We knew that was coming. We knew that was coming. You know what I regret? Well, I mean, like a lot of stuff. I regret not having more time and putting more energy into the food channel. There was a point in time where the YouTube algorithm bestowed upon us the almighty actually showing the videos to a broader audience of people. And what I should have done is I should have said, okay, guys, I'm going to do Summoner's War videos every other day, and I'm going to spend time actually making videos for the food channel. Because if you actually get views, if you actually get shown to people, and people engage, and they like, and they subscribe, and all these things, and they comment, and everything. Oh, hey, here we go. Like, don't snub that. Like, they gave you a chance. There's in life, you regret the chances you don't take. You don't really regret the things that you do. Like, oh, I wish I did this. I wish I didn't do this thing. And sometimes you, like, if it has a terrible outcome, but most of the time, I would say 9 times out of 10, you don't regret the chances, the things you didn't do. The things you did do. You regret the things that you didn't do. Let's see if Sekhmet is a dupe. Let's see if I think she might be. So, like, I regret not doing. I mean, there was a time issue. It was like, I don't have enough time to do everything. So, man, if they had, it's another reason to hate come to us. If they had auto farming back then, because they didn't have auto farming back there. Because I remember doing. Well, we can talk about this at the same time that we do the rest of this. Yeah, I think Masha's new. So, congratulations. And then also Desert Queen. This is a new... Oh, wow. This is a new Desert Queen. Looks like. Oki? Oki is a dupe. Okay, we can feed Oki. I like Oki, but we can feed Oki. I don't know why I was going over there. Oki Finoki. We're close to another one, though. We are close. Game changing. Wait, did he have the... Striker? I don't see it. If they had auto farming, I think if they had auto farming at that time, my life would be very different now. Man, that just makes me more mad at them. I'm like holding it in, but that's I'm a little upset. Because I just remember having to constantly be there and clicking the next button. Because I was like, well, we got to prep. We got to get the runes for doing other future videos on like the LD account and this account and that account. And I was just trying to do so much at the same time. And it's just so much busy work nonsense, right? I also should have cheated. I should have done, I should have used, well, I mean, they turns out they don't really care anyway now, but, yeah, I should have done the, just use an emulator and had a bot running software so I could free up all my time to do things that were important. Regrets. Things could have been so much different now. I'm not saying like, oh, I wouldn't make Summoner's War videos anymore after that. I wish that I amounted to more in my life. That's some of the regrets I have. And I've done a lot with my life. I wish that I wish that I took more opportunities. There were opportunities that I had, and I Should have taken him. I could have taken him. I did things that were safe instead of taking risks. Sometimes that's a good idea, but a lot of times that's a good idea. I shouldn't say that, you know, oh, it's a terrible idea. You should always take risks. Take risks for everything. It's like, no, that's not it. That's not a good idea. But this is pretty ridiculous. We should probably select that one. Oh, well, he does Guild Wars, right? So, this one's gonna be nice for him too. Oof. Excuse me. Yeah, let's do the 4 stars. Let's see. We still didn't. How did we not summon that? How is that even possible? Oh my goodness. How did we still not get these things? Oh jeez. All right. LD5 number 2. There's gonna be another Dark Mage. Wait a second. Which one? Oh, okay, this is a water one. Good. We got a new unit. Let's do. Okay, we are at the very end. Man, this has been a roller coaster of a day. I mean, you can't cry about the past. All you can do is change the future, right? So, not gonna make that mistake again. If the algorithm decides that it wants to give us a chance, then, you know, gonna make it happen, or whatever, whatever it is in life. You know. As much as I've done, there's still so much more I wish I did. I think one of the biggest things, though, I'm just gonna tell you just flat out, just like completely honestly, I wish I spent less time on Summoner's War. It's been very successful, but the amount of time that I spent on this game and on YouTube for making Summoner's War videos, I could have made anything would have worked. If you put this much time, you put 10 years of working every day on something for 10 years, you make anything work. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. If you put this much time and energy into anything would work. I could have been an astrophysicist or something. I probably wouldn't be. I'd be very unlikely. However, and I don't really want to be that, but like there's so much that I could have done. So very much. Oh, we got the dark. Well, it was a Hall of Heroes, but at least we got that. But on the bright side, I did get to meet you guys. So I think that's the biggest positive from this whole thing. Hey, we got a Dark Brownie. Is that there's a lot of good people in the Summoner's War community. No thanks to come to us, but it just happened to be that throughout the years there have been a lot of cool people that I was able to meet. So that's maybe not in person, but like virtually, you know, and get to hear a lot of you guys' stories and things. So that's one of the positives. So I shouldn't be too butthurt about it. Did we have anything to feed? I don't know. We do have one blade. Oh, we did feed it. That's right. Let's see. I see more people using this. Well, this is also new, so people don't have this. Let's go to the poll, shall we? Wait, does the poll include these new... No, it does not include them. We're gonna pick Daphnis. I don't think it's a crazy either way. It's not like a super ridiculous OP unit versus a super garbage unit. So we're just gonna pick Daphnis. We're gonna call it a day. Depending on your playstyle, you could like one or the other. Nice. I really like this Water Weapon Master after the buff. We'll see if it's a dupe later, but we're in a second. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we'll see if we can feed one thing. No, don't just feed. Look to see what's new first, and then feed it. Whether or not it's new. Okay, so they do have a Praha. Not even fully skilled up. Your Praha also not even really... Okay, I'm feeding Praha without a doubt. And do they have the... Yeah, so it looks like that one is new, and we're going to feed Praha. Man, that's some juicy stuff. He says in the most creepy way imaginable. But we do get 2 choices now. This is going to be enough for 520, and then we can go buy 2 of these. I also regret drinking so much. That is a big regret on my life. I regret letting it get out of control. Okay. Which one? The new overdupe, of course. Of course. Easy choice. Easy choice. Wow. This was a crazy... We did so many summons. Oh my god. Absolutely crazy. New overdupe. Easy choice. Easy choices. Wow. This is game changing. Seriously, this is game... Hold on. Hold on, guys. This is ridiculous. All this stuff that we got. We don't care about those other ones. Wow. Did we get him today? Why do I feel like we might not have? Oh, yeah, this one, too. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Look at it. Well, look at this. Look at this. Wow. That was pretty... That's a game-changing summon session. Wow. Wow. More Ryan George references. Not intentional. Maybe I gotta stop watching those videos. Okay, guys. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys get some good summons for yourself. Hopefully I wasn't too depressing. Maybe I was uplifting. Probably not. But maybe something happy. Maybe you guys like, I am going to... First off, screw you. Buddy, with your stupid talking about depressing stuff on the summit video. But maybe you guys like, oh, I am going to go live my life and enjoy my life. Instead of just being sucked into a video game all day, every day. You won't do that. You'll still stay stuck in. But maybe a couple weekends, you'll go do something exciting and you'll say, you know what? The D-bag on YouTube was like, hey, do some fun things. Don't regret not doing things in your life. And maybe you'll do some fun things that just be safe, please. But maybe you'll do some fun things that you actually enrich your life and you look back later on. You're like, I'm glad I did that. So anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you as always in the next one.